Junior secondary school teachers in Kisumu are raising their voices demanding a significant change in their working conditions. Eric Otieno, the chairman of these teachers, shed light on the harsh reality they face. Their primary concern, the inadequacy of primary schools to handle the junior secondary curriculum. These educators are calling on the government to relocate these schools to better equipped senior secondary setups. But that's not all. They're also advocating fair employment practices, seeking permanent and pensionable terms. Shockingly, discrepancies exist among teachers' contracts, causing unrest among the teaching fraternity. Adding to their grievances is the overwhelming workload, with educators handling subjects beyond their expertise. Moreover, they are pressing the government to investigate the alleged misuse of funds designated for junior secondary schools.
I'm Eric Otieno, Nyakach JSS rep from in Kisumu County. Before you here is a team of JSS teachers from Nyakach sub-county, and we are joining the calls from all parts of life, from all parts of the country to call for the confirmation of interns, and number two, move and relocate JSS to senior secondary schools. So with us here, our grievances are many, and we appreciate that in as much as we are appreciating the government's effort to employ most of us as teachers, we are also concerned about the issue in which this matter is being taken through. That is majorly on the implementation of JSS, the CBC curriculum under the JSS. So based on the terms of contract of JSS teachers, you realize that teachers on intern were employed on a contract of 11 months, and it was supposed to run only for 11 months, and it was supposed to be non-renewable. After which, it was supposed, what was to follow was the confirmation of these interns into P&P positions. Another thing, these interns are earning a mere 20,000 shillings, and these 20,000 do not hit their account. What hits their account is about 17,500, and after withdrawals, it is just 16,000. And these 20,000 is subjected to a lot of levies, including the saddest one, the housing levy. At the same time, the NHIF and NIF are also on this little stipend. Remember, the high cost of living is also does not favor us. We have families, we have children, we have relatives who directly depend on us. And how are we going to also pay our bills with this little amount of money? That's why we are joining the calls that all the JSS teachers must be confirmed. Yes. At the same time, the interns generally, you realize that the recent replacement by the TSE, the interns in JSS were blocked from applying for the replacement positions in senior secondary schools. You realize that with this, an intern who a teacher who recently graduated in 2021 is now serving on P&P terms in senior secondary school, while a 2016-2015 graduate is languishing in intern as a JSS teacher in primary school with all those tough conditions over there. So we are appealing and we are calling on all the education stakeholders to listen to us and make the right decisions. These decisions are what are going to save the implementation of the so-called CBC. The TSC and the government must listen and ensure that our calls are addressed.
Okay, I'm Mercy Atieno, one of the JSS teachers from Nyakach sub-county in Kisumu County. We're here to address the challenges that we are facing as junior secondary school teachers. Now, on the issue of relocating junior school to the senior secondary school, it will come with a number of advantages. Why? First of all, if you take a look at the human resource, that is the teacher to learner ratio, it is wanting. As it stands now, the learning areas are 14. The learners are to a capacity of 80 to some schools, but you have only one teacher. Look at it this way. This teacher was not trained to handle all the 14 learning areas. But as it stands now, this teacher is handling all of them. Sad to say that this teacher maybe did not even go to a class of home science, and this time round, this teacher is handling this learner. Let us be more particular, and let us say that this learner is being misused. So, to the government, to our employer, take a look at this issue of relocating junior school to senior secondary school with a lot of utmost care. Why? In secondary school, the human resource is there. In fact, it is there and not used. It is underutilized. Why am I saying so? We say the qualifications of the primary school teachers do not allow them to handle the junior school. But with the senior secondary school teachers, these teachers can adequately handle these learners. Kindly do something. Number two to this, in primary schools, public and private, most of them lack facilities. And these facilities include libraries, laboratories, and even some of the equipment that we use in games. You know very well this system, CBC, came along with a lot of practicals, and indeed, it is practical-oriented. How are we going to handle the practicals when there is no facility? We are told to improvise. Tell me, can you improvise a laptop? No. Can you improvise a laboratory? No. It is not practical.
Yes.
Kindly, to the government of Kenya, listening and seeing us, to our employer, heed to our plea, so that this school, these learners are not wasted. It is a year gone where the grade 7 are now going to grade 8. The grade 7 are now coming in. 2 classrooms without facilities, without human resource. It is not going to be very practical. Here you are, chest thumping that it is a success. It is 1 year of success. What about this coming year? It is going to be 2 years. It is not going to be practical.
Yes.
Do something. And it is with haste. It is with haste.
Urgently.
My name is Odiwur Jackson, the Secretary General, Nyakach JSS. Now on issue mismanagement of JS resources, I want to say without blinking my eyes that there are a lot going on in the JSS schools. There are a lot of mismanagement in JSS resources. One, I want to say categorically that the government sends a capitation worth 15,000 per child. But if you get to school, you will realize that the money is not being used for the purposes it is meant for. In particular, you will come to a JSS school and you will realize that there is no chalk in a school. Or you will get a chalk which is being shared between the JSS and the primary school. We are not understanding the concept behind the capitation in JSS and the capitation in primary. We believe as a JSS that the 2 schools have got different accounts which, with the capitation. So we are asking the government to come in speed with the auditors to come and check what is going on. Secondly, I want to say again without missing my words that the capitation which is sent in school, JS school does not have the facilities. One being the laboratory equipment. The schools are lacking the equipment which we believe that the funds are being sent for the same. But that is not being addressed, is not being bought. Our head of institutions we believe in among ourselves that the head of institutions are seriously messing with the capitation. They are using them for the purposes which they are not meant for.
We must go
and we are asking the TSC, we are asking Nancy Macharia to move with speed and audit the accounts of JSS.
You are watching Media One International, always fast and fast. Like, share, and subscribe.